Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you my skincare routine. Let's just pretend we're doing our skincare together. I'll tell you briefly about my lore because I feel like I don't actually know you guys that well, or newer people don't know me that well. If you were with me in the TikTok days, you know me very well, or you knew me very well. So whenever I do my skincare, I start with this, which is Dr. Jart. Is this Dr. Jart? Dr. Dennis Gross. I start with a daily peel. And it's a way for me to make sure, because I don't actually wear makeup that often. When I do wear makeup, I'm wearing it for a purpose. Like I need to look like a Barbie. Otherwise, I'd rather let my skin breathe. So I use this to make sure that the surface of my skin is sort of, how do I explain it? Like it's well prepared and has no dirt and debris that makeup could trap under it. Because who wants that? Nobody. Never heard of a soul. So my lore, where do we start? We start like where? I don't know, just some basic things like, hey, I'm Zozo. Is my real name Zozo? No. So you start with the lies immediately. Is my real name Zozo? No, it's a play on my government name. My real name, which is Rotafadzo. And I am a Zimbabwean baby. I was born in Zimzim. And then I came here when I was a kid. I don't know, when I was like a child. So you leave this like a child, we're talking kindergarten and above. So you leave this on for like 2 minutes and you let it dry. And honestly, I think it's just a chemical exfoliant. Like it's supposed to mimic a chemical peel. So then I go in with my part 2. You're supposed to wait 2 minutes, but the way that I do it so often that waiting 2 minutes is kind of a drag. Like we don't have to do it. Doing too much. Oh, also my brows are microbladed. I got them done in 2021. It's been 4 years now. I mean, they don't look horrible. I can also tell that I need to get them done soon because getting that effect where it's like I have to fill in my brows every morning, otherwise it's given very much. It's given very much. I have 2 siblings. I'm the middle child, in case you couldn't tell. Usually you can tell when someone is the middle child. I'm the middle child. Actually, can you tell from my accent? All of my ethnics, y'all get it. Y'all know that when you code switch hard. Like not only did I have to code switch, like to go to school, not only did I have to code switch the whole black and white thing, I had to code switch Black American and Africana thing, and it's like, okay. I mean, it wasn't that deep. I didn't really have to code switch. Honestly, you're gonna learn that I'm problematic as all get out, low key. Like if I leave this uncut, like, they're like, who did you vote for? Girl, I believe in Jesus. That's who I voted for. I voted for the will of God. Ampoule. So I don't even know. I got this at TJ Maxx and it low-key hits. It's literally at pan. It's at the bottom. This is even rolled up to the side. I got this at TJ Maxx. It's so good. And it's a toning and brightening. I like anything that's brightening. I like brightening effects because whenever something is brightening, it means my hyperpigmentation don't stand a chance. You know what I'm saying? Hyperpigmentation it almost fried me. It almost had me down for life when I was in middle school. Like, you know that age when you get acne and then all of a sudden you're like, what is going on? What is going on? That's what it was like. It had me down bad because my face was covered in acne. And those were the days of Proactive. Like, the lore. Being between Gen Z and Millennial is so tricky city because tricky boots because girl, millennials don't want you, Gen Z don't want you, Elon Musk don't want you. We'll get to that part. What else is in my lore? Oh, the code switching. Oh, do you guys want to hear my like at-home accent? You don't want to hear that. I don't even think I have the conditioning to bring it out. I'm not in that environment, so I can't bring it out. And then you'll notice that I go in with a lot of the same products because I am a firm believer in if it's for your face, it goes on your face. Don't care when, who, and how, and don't care how many steps are in it. So this is all the prep for my makeup. This is another Centella ampoule. This time it's not tone brightening or anything. It's like the original one. Again, TJ Maxx find, which, bless TJ Maxx, it just sits so deep on the skin. Oh gosh, this one's watery. It's not very aesthetic or pretty. I love reading. You know that. I mean, you might know that. I love reading. I read probably like 2 books a week. Or I try to. I'm always reading a book. How about that? Depends on how much time I have. The stronger I get in my faith, though, the harder it is for me to read a lot of books because I'm like, is this just like the devil's city? I'm confused. Why is this a thing? How is this allowed? How did I read this before? Unless we talk about the over-sexualization of all books. Ever since book talk came around, like books used to be wholesome. There used to be plot. It's harder to find books with plot is what I mean. Oh, I forgot to tell you that usually before my shower, I'll go in with this. Again, depending on how much time I have. So if I have time in the morning, hold on. Is it gonna do what it needs to do? If I have time in the morning, I'm running this. If I have time in the evening, I am running this because it's just a great way to make sure that my pores stay invisible, like my waist. Know what I'm saying? Hey. Know what I'm saying? The search party hasn't been found for my waist yet. They have not yet returned. I know you're concerned, but rest assured, they're being fed well because they're never coming back because you'll never find it. Know what I'm saying? That's another thing. I talk about this a little bit, but I had like a really huge weight loss journey completely in the dark, away from the internet, and it kind of changed my life, but also it's so weird because I feel like I've always been skinny. Like mentally, I've always been skinny. Physically, I'm like, of course, it just caught up. So then I go in with this guy. I do like to keep all of the serums together. So even before that serum, this is more of an essence. It's the COSRX, which apparently, according to actual Koreans, this is booty. This is not what they use. The only reason COSRX is having a resurgence here is because no one wants it in Korea. Which is like, go off, I guess. You know, like, I want to go to Korea so bad. This year. Actually, maybe next, whenever God permits. But the stronger I get in my faith, the more I can't read certain books. But I love romance books, and I love me a billionaire romance. Have you read by Lauren? Is it by Lauren Asher or is it by Anna Wong? It's called Final something. It has a green cover. I'll put a picture of it. It's called like, not Final Boss. It's so good. That book right there, that got me right back into everything and any, because you know what I'm saying? That book right there, Declan Kane, Iris. Is her name Iris or Ava? I don't know what her name is, but it's interracial and it's amazing. Interracial, I'm not talking about relationships in this because I'm not doing that. We're not talking about that. Take it up with your Lord. What else about me? Oh, okay. So you have all of the light stuff first. So you have going with the ampoules first and all of the light stuff. And then honestly, I just be throwing stuff. And then this Estee Lauder, this is holy grail. This right here, like if I could tell you to get one thing and you know this one thing is going to do for you all that you need it to do for you, it's this Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. And the thing is, you can wear it in the morning and the evening. Like, go off, do it. It's amazing. It's the best. It just does what it needs to do. It does what it needs to do. Where are we in my lore? I like to read. I like to party. And by party, I mean like party on my sofa. I'm not a going out person at all. If it's not dinner, I'm not there. I'm just not. I've never been that girl. I'll never be that girl. If I ever was that girl, I was playing. Not only myself, but my Jesus. Know what I'm saying? It wasn't being authentic to me because I can't stand those places. Those environments don't work well for prophetic people, I don't think, at all. Hello, gift of discerning spirits. And I am the Holy Spirit, who is the discerner of all spirits, so slay. But they're not the same thing. There's the actual gift, which is actually serious business, serious work, because every gift is for service. I don't want to like miss you guys on whatever. Like, yeah, I live in DC. I used to live in New York for a little bit, and then I left because of the pandemic, and then I never went back. And honestly, I can't picture myself living there anymore because, oh, this is another secret. So I put eye cream on as a serum all the time because if it's a skincare product, it goes on my skin. Thank you. Why shouldn't my whole face be caffeinated and bright? Why is it isolated to just my under eye? Also be careful with it because it's usually sometimes, like I think this one has acids in it. Triple con correction serum, advanced retinol. Yeah, so you need to wear sunscreen unless you want to end up looking like boo-boo the fool, like looking crazy. You go on and then you let it dry. Ever since my prefrontal cortex developed, changed friends, I've changed interest in friends. I'm kind of in a season of isolation, and it's really difficult. It was really difficult before I accepted it. God is keeping me in a little dish for the time being, and it's okay if God keeps you in a little dish for the time being, because he's doing something in that dish. And I like who I'm becoming, independent of other external influences. I've had the same best friend same two best friends since, I don't know, since I was like 13. And then I met my other best friend I met my best friend on the first day of college. We literally ran into each other, and first she was like yapping about, okay, wait, what is this? This is not tretinoin. This is azelaic acid. I hear a lot about tretinoin, but not enough about this. Azelaic acid is tea, like the horse's teeth. The horse's milk. Like it is the yitties, it's good-ish. Like honestly, all you need, and it's prescription, it's like I think it's $10 after your dermatologist prescribes it, and it just makes sure that you never break out. Me, as I have 2 breakouts. Well, that's because of how quickly I went to bed after taking a shower. Your pillow is just a pillow. I don't sleep with silk pillowcases because silk pillowcases are like, don't like it. Sometimes I get really hot and then the moisture traps and then it goes in my skin, and I don't like that. What was I saying? I was saying something pretty productive, wasn't I? Oh, my best friend that we met on the first, she was yapping about NYU, and then I was like, ooh, I wanted to go to NYU. I went to I went to Maryland, and we just started talking, and then she disappeared, and I was like, I'm never seeing that Ethiopian girl again. Lo and behold, we're sitting next to each other at the next event, and we're like, do you want to leave? Like, we wanted to go to other schools. I think we wanted to go to school in Boston or something. I had no idea what I was doing. Thank the Lord that he was in control, because what I actually ended up majoring in, which is like information science, was non-existent when I started, and it only existed after I started, and I failed out of computer science. So then I popped into information science, which is a perfect segue to my career. I do not have a job. Like, how do you think I can upload so much? No, but in all seriousness, I used to be, I guess I still am, a UX researcher. So UX research is like the people that are chit-chatting to other people about what products are like. Do they like them? How does it look? How does it feel? How is the product doing its thing? Sentiment, social science, all those things. I work with product managers and technical people, and just letting them know how people feel about their things. Next up is, honestly, this stuff is more for at night. It's a Suluwasu. Is that how I say it? I never know how to say it. It's like a water cream. If my skin is feeling pretty dehydrated, I'll pop this on, but honestly, because I'm going to be putting on makeup, I just don't do that. So after school, I worked in big tech. I stayed in big tech. I'm not saying any names. Girl, the number of NDAs I signed. Stayed in big tech, and then I go in with this, which is Wasabi Nani Soothing Gel Serum. No idea where it came from. You know when you have those products where you're like, I have no idea where this came from? In all honesty, just kind of had it. But I like how I think it does something. Like I said, I'm a fan of just put it on your skin. Anyway, stayed in big tech until Elon Musk popped in, kicked me out, and I have been schooling ever since. I'm in a master's program. I want to open schools, so I don't want to be a teacher exactly, but I guess I'm a teacher. Do you guys think I'm a teacher? Okay, teacher. I want to start a school. I want to make a school a startup, basically, and run the best school in the world, essentially, with education for tomorrow. That's my thing. That's my judge. And I like to chit chat, and I like to write, and I have a Substack, and I have a blog, and you should follow it, and you should subscribe, and you should share it with your friends, just like you should share this video with your friends. Yeah, I want the best schools in the world, and I'm gonna build them, and I'm gonna run them with the iron fist and a heart full of love and the love of Christ. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all things work together for the good of them. Like, I eventually might go back to big tech. I don't know. We'll see. The money cute, the money straight, but until then, I am not that interested unless I see something that piques my interest. I'm interested, boo. So as you all know, if you want me to, you know, continue living a comfortable life, it would behoove you to buy my book. That hasn't dropped yet, but it's dropping. I wanted it to drop for Valentine's Day, but it might actually drop. And support your girl. You know it's your girl. Support me. Oh my gosh, my Shayla. Actually, not only should you support me, but by supporting me, you're supporting yourself, because the book is something serious. It's gonna help you take yourself seriously if you've been playing games on yourself, which I know a lot of you have. Did I tell you what that was? That was aloe vera. It's called Skincare 100. You can only get it on some like shady little website, but my Asian friend got it for me when she went home, and then I had to figure out a way to get it when it ran out. My Asian friend, she's from South Korea. She knows what's good. You know it's your girl. So yeah, that's basically it. And then sunscreen, because whether you're indoors or outside, I use unseen sunscreen because it's black girl friendly. Black girl friendly. It's non-comedogenic. It's not gonna clog my pores. It's Gucci down. So yeah. Oh, also if you're new and you're wondering like why I have so many followers on TikTok, that's where I started. I used to make a lot of content that doesn't align with my faith anymore. That's kind of how I popped off. Actually, I used to make these videos. They're like visualization videos. I don't know. I'll put them on the screen. They're so 2000 and late. Like they're so cringe now. And if you like them, let me know. And I might start making them again. But I used to make them because they made me happy. And I guess they made other people happy too. But yeah, that's how I went viral on TikTok. Old TikTok. Before Trump, before everyone was an influencer, before all of that. When TikTok was just fresh out of being Musical.ly. So that is my skincare routine. That's what I do to look pretty every morning. That is my skincare routine.